just it's a completely different person. This is a lie. This is all a lie. All the smiles and happiness, this is all lies. Like, people are out there just saying, Chris, please. Anyway, everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Chris Casper. This is Suit Up, a show we do every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I was saying earlier, star-studded lineup today. Beginning with top beds, Gio. Gio, aka Most Suave Gentleman on it. Most Suave Gentleman on the app. It is a hype song, by the way. The only way to start is by dancing the night away. Followed up, we're going to brighten up our days and our nights with the one and only Miss Sunny. Sunny's going to join us. And then rounding out the night, a real star, an actual star, Michael is going to join us. Michael is going to join us at the end of the live stream to talk about some of his experiences that you may or may not have already heard of. Everyone, before we do all of that, I like to fill up some time by doing some general announcements, as we normally do. Double Contests is happening right now. If you want full details on those contests, make sure you tune into the Rundown this Friday at 3 p.m. Speaking of new announcements, congratulations to Charisma Davis on the debut of her show last night. She has One Day at a Time with Charisma Davis. For all of you who are interested in learning and goal setting, goal planning, and all around building a better quality of life. Chris, what time is it at? That's a good question. What time is it at? I can tell you that it's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had to switch my calendar. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. Is yesterday Tuesday? I think so. All right. While we prepare and we get ready for the show, I will preface that this is a formal show. It is on rails. I may not respond to your comments, and I'm very sorry about that. The conversations that we have sometimes take a dramatic turn, like a telenovela, right? Because, okay, what's going to happen? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen, and you got to make sure that you're staying respectful to the conversation. Shout out to my grandpa for the sick threads, everyone. We're walking on sunshine of the nicest threads. This is some sort of, it's got elbow pads. Legitimately, it has elbow pads. And this is a tie. I tied it myself and everything. So shout out to Grandpa for the elbow pads. Love you, man. There's that. Vest and all. Let's go ahead and get to it, everyone. Welcome to Suit Up. My name's Chris. This is a talk show. Our first guest tonight we are currently waiting for is Gio. Now, if Gio decides to be fashionably late, because he is a star, he works on his own time sometimes. We may have to move ahead to our second guest, to Sunny, but that's an excellent way to start a show, an excellent way to start out the show with Sunny. So Sunny, if you can go ahead and request the box just to have you on deck, we'll give Gio a moment. And while we do that, let's do a bit of a tip. So everyone, we give this tip every Friday, but I don't think it can be stated enough. If you're looking to apply for your top badge, where can you find Top badge. Okay. If you're looking to apply for your top badge, go ahead and check the top banner. And you'll see a streamer guide as well as some other info tips. Go ahead and check that. And it's going to tell you, hey, kind person inquiring about a top badge, would you like a haircut? You're in the wrong place. But if you would like to know about your top badge requirements, we've got the fill. The first thing that you need is a searchable name. That's an unwritten rule, but it's a real thing. Unwritten rule, you need to have a searchable name. That means that you're using characters that can be found on your standard light-up keyboard, like so. I might change it to pink next week. Watch out. You need to have at least 5 million diamonds ever gifted to yourself, as well as 5,000 favorites, 40 hours of streaming a month. That's 10 hours a week. I repeated pre-algebra 4 times. I don't know how many times I'll tell you all that before you actually believe it. Or maybe you did believe it the first time I told you all. 4 times. I took pre-algebra in college, and they didn't give me credits. They're like, guy, we don't know how you got into this community college. I went to community college. Shout out community college. And yeah, true story. I didn't even get credits for my community college class. You need to have 500 people on average visit that live stream, and you have to have engaging and appropriate content. So if you're talking about your grades in school, I'd say that's okay. It's how appropriate, kind of like the professor attire today, all right? All right, everyone, that's your fill of the week to know about those top edge requirements. Really, all that was me filling and buying time. Okay, looks like Gio is going to be fashionably late tonight, but that's okay. We'll all give him a little bit of a hard time when he finally rolls through, because Sunny decided that she's going to try and brighten up our day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first. It feels good. Our first guest of the evening, the brightest, the greatest, the smiliest. It's Sunny. Yeah, okay, it's Sunny. How's it going, Sunny?
Beautiful.
Excellent. I'm saying excellent because my volume was down and I didn't hear you. So one more time, actually, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Fabulous is a fun adjective. I like that word.
This is the best gift ever.
So I hope that was recorded because I think the animation team would love to know that. In fact, I normally don't speak to the audience, but it's been a mission of mine to capture some great gift reactions. So if you have some great gift reactions, please send them over my way.
Much.
But back to Sunny. Sunny, you have...
Sorry, guys. Distraction.
No, don't be sorry. You have an interesting story as to how you wound up on this platform, and I think that's a great starting point to start off. So, Sunny, how did you hear about this lovely place?
So I actually started off on POF. I was actually going into the dating world because I was branching off into the dating world for the first time. And I just happened to click down at the bottom on the live button. I had no idea what it was, had never heard of it whatsoever. Just happened to click on it, and I clicked on a random stream. This person's stream, his name was Mr. Houston, and he immediately, the second I popped into his stream, just said hi to me, interacted with me, and was just absolutely amazing. So I really enjoyed him, and we had great conversations, and he's actually now one of my best friends. The necklace that I'm wearing is from him. It has a squirrel on it because I have ADHD, and he constantly makes fun of me for squirreling out. But he is one of my best friends to this day, and it's been like 5 months now.
Wow.
The second stream that I ever popped on happened to be Blake Premier. And this was before I'd ever actually started streaming, but I popped onto his stream next, and he just was so just humble and sweet and genuine and kind, and just had the best show ever, that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this streaming thing a shot. Like, let's see what this is all about. So I actually started streaming.
I want to slow us down really quickly because you went through a lot of fun things that are worth talking about. And the first thing that caught my attention was that you said you entered the dating world for the first time.
Yes.
What do you mean by you entered the dating world for the first time?
So I've never actually really done like the whole dating thing. I pretty much went from relationship to relationship. I went from a childhood sweetheart to my ex-husband of 7 years. And then from my ex-husband of 7 years to my child's father. And we split up back in February, and I've not done the dating thing since then. So that was my first back in, it was March, April, something like that. I was like, you know what? It's time to put myself out there. Yeah. And that's what brought me to the POF world. I'm not really a Tinder kind of girl.
Oh, no, I would never take you for a Tinder. I don't know what that means. I'm
sure a lot of people do.
But dating, that's interesting to hear that dating was a world that you hadn't really been part of, because in pop culture, it's such a known thing. Give us the hot take. What is the dating world like, Sunny?
Well, so to sum it up, I'm now on Meet Me.
Okay, yeah,
the dating world is brutal. So yeah. I'm a single mother, and a lot of the people that know me, they know this. I live for my daughter, I breathe for my daughter. Everything I do is for her, and it's really hard to find people out there that actually can respect that and go with that. And I'm a woman, I date with intentions. And it's really hard to find someone right off the bat that is willing to actually date you, knowing that maybe someday they could be the potential father to this woman's child. And unfortunately, that's what I need and what I'm looking for. And that's a really hard thing to get right off the bat. So I've kind of put dating to the side a little bit, focused on my streaming, my daughter and everything. And I'm actually on Perfect Flaw 13's show tomorrow, Love is Blind, at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be meeting 4 bachelors, not really meeting, not seeing their faces, but yeah, I'm on her show tomorrow and I'm really excited about it. We had the interview yesterday and it was amazing. I was super nervous and probably sucked, but it was fun.
It sounds like a hot tip, a hot takeaway is that you're looking for some gentle guy to step up and know that there's a package deal going on.
Absolutely. Like if you date me, you date my daughter. Like we're hand in hand. We go together.
Okay.
So
Okay.
take us both or leave us.
There's that. So you heard it here, everybody who's maybe going to be on Perfect Flaw show tomorrow. You got an insider tip just now.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the goal now is that you focus on yourself. You said you're focusing on yourself and on your streams. It's interesting that you said focusing on your streams because if it goes daughter then streams, that's high priority. Why?
Yeah, absolutely. So
why?
The way that I look at the streaming world is I'm doing this for my daughter. On my old account, I gave back everything I got. Because I was just having fun with it, getting the social interaction, learning the ropes, all that. But now that I'm on Meet Me, I've been on this app in itself for 3 weeks now. So yeah, that's it. Just 3 weeks. I'm already at 3.3 milli on here. I have 3,000 favorites. Like it's going really, really good. But I'm new to this app and I absolutely love it. But on this app, am now doing things differently. Half of everything that I get is going in a savings account for my daughter. The other half, So when I say that I do the streaming and my daughter hand in hand, it goes hand in hand because I'm doing this for her.
Wow. Okay. What a cool story.
Yeah.
Like in 5 years, 10 years, I guess I don't know the age of your daughter, but
she's a year and 9 months.
Okay, so she probably has the hang of streaming. For the most.
Oh, absolutely.
No, it's instead of like a Gerber fund, it's like a live fund or something.
Yeah, like this is gonna be like what I use for her college and like everything. Like this is for her.
Okay, you heard it here, everyone. Her child's college tuition depends on your.
I'm just saying, no pressure, you guys, but her future depends on everyone.
Okay. Your background, you have this setup, you have great camera presence, you seem to be a pro. Did you have some sort of background in performance or in stage?
Not really. It's more like a background performance. Thank you for the cauldron! Yes, sorry, gifts excite me.
No, because your kid's going to college then.
Animated, but I am a cosmetologist. I do hair for a living. I'm used to being the one that is in the background making everyone else beautiful. I did dabble with shows and stuff like that, but I always did the hair and makeup or the costumes or anything like that. Never really did the onstage stuff, not heavily. So I do have the presence of being around people, and I'm used to being around a lot of people, obviously a day-to-day basis. There's someone on here right now, Jameson. I am his hairdresser. So what? I know a lot of you guys know him. I know him personally, and I do his hair like every 4 weeks.
Now, what is that?
It's really neat to have that connection.
Did you say a hairdresser?
Yeah. I am self-employed, and I run my own business.
Okay. Man, swing and a miss. I was going for the connect of like what's a hairdresser, and because I obviously need a haircut. All right, moving along. Sunny, you're Jameson's hairdresser, and you're a cosmetologist. Those are, as I understand, very different things. One is working on hair. The other one is makeup. But correct me if I'm wrong.
No. So with cosmetology, you're actually licensed for everything. So I'm licensed in aesthetics. I'm a nail technician, hair, like everything. I do eyelash extensions. I'm certified to do tooth gems. I'm taking a class to do teeth whitening. Like I am branched out with pretty much everything in the cosmetology industry. Wow. If you were a barber, then you basically just do hair, but a cosmetologist does everything. or
Okay.
can do everything.
It also seems like it would be a way to marry two of your passions: live streaming, hairdressing. Have
Yeah,
you
so I
considered?
actually do live stream at work during the day. I make sure that I speak to all of my clients about it, and all of them are very supportive. They know that I'm grinding for my daughter, and they appreciate that. And I really don't show their faces. It's always like the back of their head, but I do, like, I make sure if I'm live streaming at work, I put all my clients in the same day that are okay with me live streaming. That way I don't have to worry about breaking up the stream or anything like that. I can just keep going. And a lot of people know I don't interact a lot with the stream. Okay, I do, but I don't. Like, I try to keep my focus on my career, but I try to interact enough to where they know I'm there. I see them, I appreciate them, and I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from it. And I actually do have quite a few streamers that come and get their hair done.
Wow, wow, mogul, entrepreneur. Many people do things for diamonds. Have you considered butchering Jameson's hair for diamonds?
I would rather make his hair look absolutely amazing so that people are like, oh, your hair looks really good. Who does that? And he's like, oh, yeah, Sunny, you know, she's a streamer. She does my hair. You should totally see her. Like,
Yeah,
people are walking advertisements for me. If I make them look good, it's a good thing.
but I think we can both agree that people talk more often about a bad haircut than a good haircut.
That
And so
may
if you
be true,
really want to advertise,
but do you know how many good compliments it takes to make up for one bad one? A lot.
all right. Obviously, the positivity shines through with Sunny. Sunny, is this a stage name? Was this a non-line personality that developed? Where did this all originate?
No, Sunny is my actual name.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so I know a lot of streamers don't actually put their real names on here, but because of the fact that it does seem like it's a nickname, that's why I rolled with it. And it really suits my personality. So why choose anything else when this fits me so well?
definitely. It's very risky using a real name, and I could
It
not
is,
imagine doing
absolutely.
something like that myself. But it is a credit to anyone who does do something like that. Very brave people, obviously. Sunny, let's talk about a little bit more of what this live community's been like since you've invested into it. You said that you are focusing on yourself, kind of put dating on the back burner. What type of friendships or what things are keeping you coming back?
To the live streaming world?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's super easy. The way that I look at this app is if I can come away from this app with only one good connection, then I've done exactly what I needed to do. And at this point, I have made numerous connections, so many connections, I can't even really count how many I've had, especially when I did end up switching accounts and started this one. That's when I really saw the support that I had. I ended up losing my job for 2 weeks because my daughter came in contact with COVID and I had to quarantine her. And I grinded for a contest my very first day on this stream or on this app, and I placed 19 in the contest.
Wow.
So it was my very first weekend to ever stream off of Meet Me, and I really saw my support system there. And it was people doing it genuinely because they wanted to help me and they wanted to see me succeed. And that just really showed me that I was doing the right thing, and I'm gonna keep coming back for that. It's like, for me as a single mother, I don't get to go out and just do whatever I want to do. This is my social interaction. This is how I get to meet people and talk to people. And not only do I have this interaction, but I've made really amazing connections that I carry off the app as well.
Normally, I would ask a veteran streamer, give us a tip of the secret to success. But with you, it seems you immediately just knew how to hit the ground running. What do you feel, and this can be a difficult question, I can reframe it if you like, but what do you feel made you so successful so quickly? What are there any tips, any ideas that you can share?
Honestly, I think it's because I'm real. Like, I connect with people on a real level. Like, I don't try to be someone I'm not. I don't push for anything. I genuinely, anyone that comes into my stream, I immediately say hi to them, talk to them, interact with them. I don't care who they are. I keep the trolls in my account because they keep me humble. Like,
Yeah.
I am who I am, and I'm kind of funny, let's be honest. Like, I have a good personality. They come back for that. I may roast the crap out of somebody, but they love it and they come back for more.
That sounds like that's a dating bio right there. Everything you just said.
Actually, that is my dating bio.
That's your dating bio. Perfect. I love Slummy, there's so many things that we could continue to talk about, and I feel like the time just got away from us. Is there anything that you would like to specifically bring up or go over before we close our conversation?
I did hit a lot of things that I wanted to talk to. Like, again, shout out to Perfect Flaw, Jameson, Blake Premier. Like, seriously, Blake, you are one of the main reasons why I stream. So you are just really, really big for me, and I will support you till the end. But I do want to shout out my top gifters that I have, because without them, I would not have any of the success whatsoever. We have JK Peterson. He is just a VIP Black. He does not stream, nothing. He supports a ton of people on this app. He actually found me during the contest when I was in the top I think I was number 2 for the first day. That's how he found me. And immediately he's like, you're my favorite streamer ever. Like, you're going to be my number 1. And he even said that in Daddy J's room. And I was like, oh, yes, he did.
That's fire. That's dangerous.
We have Minion Bricks. He came in one day and dropped me like 350K just because a month ago he said he was going to support me, which was absolutely amazing. Carino, he's a new one for me. He's already my number 3. We've been playing back and forth for about maybe a week now. He really stepped up his game. Mr. Vegas, he's my number 4 gifter. He was my number 3 for a while till Carino came in and stole the spotlight in my inbox last night with the Phoenix, which was hilarious.
Wow,
Dead Frog is on here, and he's actually another personal person that I know. I do his hair as well. He is my number 5 gifter. And then we have Grandpa, Nate, and Harmon. And out of them, Grandpa, he came into my stream one day and literally showed his bare ass, and it's been an amazing relationship
every platform. Good. Okay. Well, obviously, you have a very long list of people to say thank you to.
No, that's it. That's all I have. Those are my tops.
And it shines through. But as the sun sets on us, Sunny, I have to say thank you so much for jumping in the box and to share some.
Thank you so much for having me.
Don't run away yet. If you have not favorited Sunny, make sure that you do. Right here? Yes, right there. Go ahead and give her a favorite. I know you've been engaged in the conversation. Don't forget to favorite her. Sunny, when can people find you if they would like to get to know you more?
So I stream every single night from 8 p.m. until 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every night. Like, I mean, it's very rare that I don't stream at nighttime. At work, I do stream during the day every now and then, but that's a hit or miss. But guaranteed 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can always hit me up on my Instagram, Sunny_meet_me. I pretty much get back to messages immediately on there if I can.
Perfect. Well, there you have it, everybody. Our first guest tonight, Sunny. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. All right, everybody. There you have it. Sunny entered the building. I thought ABBA was going to keep playing, but then it didn't. Okay, that's not ABBA, but we're going to roll with it. Hey, welcome to Suit It Up. My name's Chris, master of bad puns and dad jokes, hair aficionado and suit attempter. I can tie a half Windsor sometimes if I'm lucky. This is a show where we do interviews. They're conversations. Whether it's someone from the platform, off the platform, an influencer, an up-and-comer, if they have an interesting story, then we want them here. This next person is a full-time GQ model, David Beckham's best friend, and an all-around good guy. He goes by many names, but someone else named Gio requested. His name's Gio. He's like, I guess I'm on the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, man, the swab man himself, the one, Mr. Gio.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Gotta love this guy, Chris.
You gotta love you.
Chris, how long have we been waiting to get me on here?
The message that I responded to on Instagram, I did the little triple arrow to passively aggressively, push it, and you go, bro, that's a year old. So this conversation's been more than a year in the making.
August of 2019. And yes, Chris, I suited up just for Chris, guys. My tie is dying. My tie is dying because I have a tight collar. So
that's okay. You look great.
It was the last second. And we got the Mimi pin. We're flowing.
You are. I wasn't sure. At first, I thought that was like at the Holiday Inn when they have a name tag.
Maybe Mimi. It's the Mimi light.
Mimi. I know. I'm happy you clarified. That's what I thought. It was like one of those holiday. Okay. Anyway, Gio. We've met each other. We're obviously acquainted, but many people in here have not met you. when did you start on this lovely platform?
Guys, so almost from the start. Oh my God. Okay, wheels. Almost from the start, 2017 of December was when I made my account. I remember I found an email the other day, and that's when I started. But I streamed probably a couple times, and then I was literally off for maybe a year. And ask me how I came back.
How did you come back, Gio? Because that's a long time.
That is a long time, Chris. Do you know Bella, right? She was a streamer.
Oh yeah, we'll make it a casual conversation. Yeah, I know Bella.
Okay, this is part of the story, guys. So one day I get a call from George. George and Bella are friends, and she's like, and she's like, bro, this Bella's girl's been talking to you for like a year or something, like, and thinks it's you. I was like, what? Bro, I haven't been on the app. And so I guess someone had my profile picture, and she was like talking to this guy for a year. I was like, what? There can't be an imposter Gio. I came back, and I've been back ever since.
Wow, you came back to clear the air. You're like, there is only one me, and you will not be catfished by someone. Okay, that's noble. That's noble. You've done many things with the platform, including going from normal streamer to top streamer. You're one of the longest existing top streamers.
Yeah, I think I'm coming up on 2 years.
Coming up on 2 years, so it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Along with that, a lot of memories, a lot of things that have happened. You've attended events like Playlist, correct?
Yes, sir.
Talk to us a little bit about what some of those experiences have been like and how they've paid off as rewards from being a part of this community.
Those are people don't realize how fun they are. You know, as well, guys, I see Chris there. We hang out. It's so fun. Like a little bit of partying. Everyone's just meeting people in person, seeing how their personalities are. You know, some people are different in person, but it's just fun. And those events, it's all fun. Like, you know, no one's being serious about anything. So it's really, bro, I can't describe it until you go. I mean, I remember last year, it was good. The event was good. The Meet Me event, there wasn't as much people. Then the hype this year was even bigger, you know, because people were like, the app blew up, and it was so fun. It's awesome.
It was a huge event. A lot of people showed up. If you can tell us a little bit about just the friendships, the people when you meet them, do you feel like the relationships that you make on screen translate into something differently when you meet someone in person, or what is your opinion on that?
I think if you got like a best friend, you know, a lot of people have a best friend online or on Meet Me, you know, like a streamer or a viewer that you talk to every day. So for sure that translates because you get to know them really well, probably over FaceTime off the app and on the app. And I think that always translates 100% as a friendship. And everyone else, I mean, everyone, I don't know about you. I can't think of a person that I didn't really like, I met and I didn't like, or I thought was like rude or annoying. Everyone's pretty cool. Am I wrong?
No, in fact, I didn't think that you would be cool, and you were very cool.
Everyone thinks I'm very mean, or because
I only repeat that because I told him to his face, is like, hey man, I'm really happy. I thought you wouldn't be very nice.
No, it is a true statement, bro. It's funny. Thomas told Darish the same thing. He's like, I thought Gio was kind of mean. He's like, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, well, it's because you're known for your iconic Instagram stories.
Those, and they get a little like explicit, so I apologize to anybody that sees them.
A little bit explicit. Is this an alternate personality that comes out in recorded format? What is this person?
I'd say that is part of a true saying, but I'm always an outgoing kind of crazy person. I try to be authentic, you know, without taking it too far. I've always tried to be authentic, and it's tough to mix professionalism with authenticity of myself because Italians are always angry too. You know, my father was an angry man.
Yeah,
so,
well,
but I'm not crazy. I'd like to make people laugh.
You are fun though. You're very fun, and there's a lot to you, a lot of layers to you. It's interesting that you say Italian because you are multilingual.
I'm there. My Spanish is pretty good. I say it's fluid. Still missing some stuff, but I can speak Spanish, Italian. Yeah, I learned from my grandmother growing up. I forgot some stuff, but I'm speaking it, guys. Italians are passionate, not angry. They're both. So
you speak 3 languages, correct? All romantic languages.
Yes, I love those 3 languages.
Yes. Okay. And that comes into play in your live stream. So because of that, what would you describe the nature of your live streams as? Are they fun? I've seen you do a lot of shout outs to people. How would you describe your live streaming style?
Yeah, I mean, I just like making people laugh and saying, I guess you'd say, like, dumb stuff. I like being goofy, and then I like meeting people from all over the world. I've traveled a lot, and I like different cultures. That's why I always try and pick up a little pieces of everyone's language too. Like, I'll pick up some words here because I like connecting with everybody. No matter where you're from.
Oh,
And there's a big Spanish side to the app, so it's cool. I can connect with them too. You know what I mean? So it's fun.
Let's talk off app, because there's some things that you're involved in that I would say are pretty great, even a little bit sensitive. And that is some of your coaching and the work that you do with kids. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with that?
So you're talking about soccer coaching, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so I can hear you. Yeah, so I've been playing soccer my whole life, and like as you get older, you get more sentimental about things, and like you see kids playing, and you see a talented kid, you kind of motivated to like help them out or make them go places maybe you haven't gone or you have gone and you think he deserves. So it's just fun. One of my best friends from here, he also played soccer at a good school. He got a coaching job, and then I was his assistant, and I started there, and it was just fun because a lot of the kids are goofy, it's fun. And especially for me, like where I grew up and the kids I grew up with, I'd say like kind of like a hood environment. So, I like helping those kids out. And a lot of those kids have a lot of passion in them, a lot of fire in them, and motivation. Yeah. I like working with those kids, and they're awesome. And it's really motivating.
What age range are you working with?
So I did a middle school, and it was like 6th to 8th grade, and then a club team, they were high schools. I had like 14 to 17-year-olds.
Okay. What's been your favorite age group to work with?
That's a tough one. Those kids in high school, they're like kind of boneheads, They'll be taught at practice. They'll be like cussing it up or talking about like this girl, hit this girl up, my ex. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Little punk. So it's funny, but I wish they got to be a little more serious. The younger kids, I think they're more coachable. They're more moldable because they're younger. How it is in high school. They think they know it all and stuff. But there's a couple.
They still got some of that innocence left. It's those high school.
Yeah, but these kids are cool kids. They think they're getting fights. So there's a couple of the older ones that are like take it serious, and I really admire that. It's nice to see. But as a whole, the young ones are good because you could work with them and like mold them, a little more.
Yeah. Had you ever aspired to do something professionally with soccer, or how competitive did you play soccer?
I played in Italy a few times when I was younger. I was on a very good academy pro, and then I tore a ligament in my foot. I came back to finish high school. I played on some like semi-pro teams here. I had a big journey. After high school, I played D2, had a horrible GPA. Nobody asked. So I was supposed to go to a big school here. Don't ask about my GPA. Went to a D2 school, dropped out of there. School was not for me, unfortunately. Dropped out. No one take that advice. That was just me making a mistake, but it wasn't for me. And then I played in Italy it was like 3rd division pro. It was crazy. It was very hard. I did preseason, and then I played on another team for the rest of the season. That was a little easier, but it was really fun.
We hear a lot about how big soccer football is in other countries outside of the U.S. Can you capture some of what that energy is, or just help explain how big of a deal it is to this predominantly American viewing audience?
It's crazy. I didn't really I already knew it was before I went over there and saw like a game there or something. But I really realized when I first went to one of my first games with my favorite team, Juventus, like top team, it was like they separate the home and away fans because it's crazy. There's big barbed wire fences between the stadium. Yeah, there's smoke flare. The environment is it's so much passion. It's nice. And then like there's like 7 divisions where it's just like you think you're at a pro environment. Like the fans, they treat it like a pro environment because no matter the level, they just love watching it so much. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And a lot of teams like up to those 7 divisions pay for some players to live and stuff. So they're serious. It's nice though.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine you taking that type of career path or playing soccer or something like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I love it.
What is keeping you busy these days? Obviously, you still do some of the live streaming, but outside of it, I mean, who are you off of this platform?
Yeah, so I stay around Meet Me a lot. Obviously, you know, I like streaming and stuff. I work with my cousin does insulation. I've been working with him in the mornings. So actually, the last couple of weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, I've been streaming a lot. So and I've barely been sleeping. So then I'll go work with my cousin for like 5 hours in the morning, and I'll come back and stream, and I'll try and fit in a nap somewhere. I've been a little crazy, but yeah, I'm just working around. I'm planning on moving to Arizona soon, so I've been saving, thankfully.
Wow.
Yeah, not much. Traveling occasionally too. I like to travel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Italy is definitely traveling, and so if you've been cross continent, I mean, that's some life experience. Have you had a place that you've enjoyed the most, or a top place that you've been?
I mean, I really like Europe because it's cheap for one, obviously, and the focus I'd say is more family. Here, I'd say they prioritize work over everything. Over there, it's family, and I really like that. Like it's very traditional. So I like that a lot. They're not so stuck on money. I guess, you know, that's kind of an American thing. A little materialistic here and there. Some people.
Sure.
So I like that about Europe. Very simplistic, and that's I try to be kind of like that.
I see. So working with your family here, moving to Arizona. Anything else on the agenda or plan that you're looking forward to?
Not much. I mean, you know, just work, you know, have a nice, simple life, and hopefully Gio's gonna get married and have some kids soon. Gio wants to have kids, guys.
Is Gio looking?
Yes, Gio wants to be a father with children very soon, everybody.
Wait, slow down. This whole conversation just got a whole breath of life. Okay, Gio, let's take that back. You said Gio's not only looking, but he wants some kids.
Gio wants some guys. Everyone that knows Gio wants to be a father.
Okay.
Gio wants to be a father.
Maury's got the fix, because about every guy who goes on that show finds out that he is a father. So that could be the game plan. Is let's get you booked on that show and then see what happens.
I didn't know. I haven't stopped by that show yet, but now that I know, I definitely will.
Yeah, he goes live here every day at 4. Now, Gio, are you actually that actively looking in the dating world right now?
I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm looking, but like, you know, like if the right woman comes along, I could always get the sense for it, and you know, it's worth taking a shot. But I don't want to, you know, I'm not in the mood to just date someone for fun or this and that. I'm not messing around. Gio's being serious, guys. Surprisingly, people don't believe it. They're like, "Come on, dude, seriously." I'm like, "No, guys. I look like I'm fun, but I'm serious."
Guys get a bad rap that they're looking for one thing, but Gio, what are you looking for? What's in the inside that you know that you're looking to try and build a future for or with? What is on your list of needs when it comes to looking for a partner?
On my list of needs in terms of a woman or wife or a family is just a nice, like I said, I like simplicity, you know, someone that's not stuck on, are we going to get the mansion, this and that, but someone that, you know, is just loyal, good communicator, has kind of the, you know, the old school woman's touch, just a great cook. I love that. And going to be a good mother overall, obviously. And one, like, you know, I like my languages. I need a woman that'll teach my kids, and I want my kids speaking English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Arabic. I want them to know those 5.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You know, that I can say you've got a list, and your list is very specific. So she's probably out there. When you find her, don't let her go, because it's pretty specific.
Yeah, it might be a tough one. I can't mess up the next one.
No. Oh, that's an interesting way to phrase it. You said you can't mess up the next one. Do you feel like there's been some hindsight in your life or reflection on past relationships?
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm old. I always say I'm old jokingly, but I mean, you know, you get married at any age. But I've had some tough relationships. You know, it's not an awful thing, but I've had some stuff I just don't want to waste time with again. You know, like it's kind of a process you go through, getting to know someone, their family, this and that, and then there's a big fallout. Like no one wants to do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of turmoil for the heart to go through. Is, you know, getting to know their family, not even just them, and having to separate from those people. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, there's some funny videos you see online, like this guy's walking out of the room and the kid's dragging on him. Where are you going? And he's like, "Your sister did me wrong." It's funny.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
Yeah. Well, there's some truth there. And then I thought it was funny. One of the first things that you did say is that you were looking for kids. So do you want to have a lot of kids, Gio? Is this like the plan?
You know what? I've always been stuck on having 2 sons because girls would give me a headache, and I'm super jealous. So I would not let my daughter go anywhere or talk to any guys.
Okay.
But I don't know. I've talked to some friends and stuff. Some people kind of changed my mind a little. Gio might approve a daughter or so.
So you're gonna decide, right? Like, okay, I guess we can have a daughter.
I mean, technically, they have the science nowadays, but I wouldn't feel right doing it. So I'm just gonna, do everything natural. If I have a daughter, I'll have a daughter, guys, and I guess I'll love her, right?
Yes. Let's leave that off of the first dates conversation, right? Like, it's already gonna be pretty heavy, figuring out things at first. I don't know if so do you want to have kids conversation comes up round 1?
With some women it does, God knows how, but yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. We're both single lads out here. Gio, we've had a lot of fun talking here, man. As always, I throw it to the person who's in the box. Is there anything that you are passionate about that you would like to talk about before we go?
Let me think here. I'm actually live right now on my stream. Sorry, I got a gift. Apologize.
Wait, are you you said you're live right now?
Yeah, I had to get everyone over here. I got a lot of people in here.
You're double dipping this live stream?
No. Hold on. Let's just forget that because that looks like that looks like I'm taking people out. Cut that out.
Guys, roll the tape back. Cut it out.
No. That looks bad, guys. Forget that. This is what I get for being honest.
You are an honest guy. You are an honest guy. I take back that part where I said, he's actually pretty cool. But when you get
forget all that, okay? But listen, I think, all I want to say is that everyone just stay authentic and be yourself. And you know how it is. Stay out of the drama. There's drama on every app, real life or online. Always have fun. Ignore any drama or any negativity, and don't respond to any negativity on here. Trust me on that. Because you might get in trouble or not, or you just might irritate yourself or your friends. Stay out of the drama. It's online. You could block someone. You could end your stream. You could do whatever, It's so simple.
All right. Before we go, there's one last thing I want to say or ask about. You are a fan of a particular juice beverage that surprised me. And I had thought I had offended you. Have you always been a Capri Sun fan, or why is Capri Sun the beverage of choice?
Listen, those are just a delicious childhood drink that stay with you into your adulthood. I surprisingly haven't had one in a very long time, but last year at Playlist, I stocked up the fridge. Everyone knows it. They're delicious. There's no alcohol, so any age group can drink it. They're just so good. And they stuck around forever for a reason, right?
I want to tell a story quickly. When I met Gio this year again, people were together. They were having some adult beverages, right? And Gio, I thought, was making fun of me, calling me a kid, saying, while everyone else was grabbing drinks and alcohol, going, "Hey, Chris, you want a Capri Sun?" And I laugh in his face. And I'm like, good one, man. And he dead stone cold faced me and goes, "What's wrong with Capri Sun?" And I didn't know how to take it because I felt that I had offended him on a spiritual level. And it stuck with me to this day. So, Gio, I'm happy we could clear the air on that. Capri Sun, it is obviously the beverage of choice.
And we will share one together next time, Chris. On me.
We will. We will cheers over Capri Suns.
Love it, brother.
That's all I'm allowed to have now. All right, Gio. If you have not favorited Gio, he's a hilarious gentleman, wonderful kind of guy. And if you want to have a bunch of kids, he also could be your guy. Go ahead and give him the favorite. He's live now. Please don't leave. Thank you, Gio, for being in the stream.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Take care, Chris. You guys show this man some love.
Yes, sir. The one and only Mr. Gio, everybody. The one and only Mr. Gio. Get your Capri Suns. Get your Capri Suns. These good people. All right, everyone. That was our second guest. If you're just joining, welcome to Suited Up with Chris. I'm Chris. We've had 2 guests so far. First up, we had Sunny. Secondly, we had Gio. And we have our 3rd guest, who's already getting ready to box up because he's a prepared type of person. For those of you commenting, dropping gifts, thank you so much for the gifts. Big shout out to Vivi, over to PDK, and over to Flex. Thank you so much to those top 3 gifters. We're going to go ahead and welcome our 3rd guest this evening. He's a sensation, and he played all over the nation, still does. Ladies and gentlemen, our 3rd guest tonight, final act, Mr. Michael. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. How's it hanging?
Oh, I'm doing super well. You have a familiar face. People tell you that?
Occasionally.
Occasionally?
Every once in a while.
There might be a reason.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Yeah, let's crack into it. A musician, talent, and obviously a wonderful person. How long have you been a musician for?
A musician?
Yes, sir.
I suppose I've been singing since before I can remember, but I've been playing guitar since I was 7, and
wow.
piano since I was 14, and drums since I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and honestly, we should probably add some context to the conversation today. You're home, and you're home for a reason. Do you care?
Yeah.
Do you care to talk about that for just a little bit?
while I'm at home.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a positive COVID test on last Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's too bright. All right. And my only symptom this entire time was loss of smell.
Really?
So I've basically been sitting at home, not feeling sick at all, just kind of having to sit here. I'm good tomorrow. Tomorrow's my end of quarantine. So
1 week in quarantine and you're good to go.
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah. So my symptoms started on last Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was the 5th, and so I got the 15th is tomorrow. So I'll get a call from the health department, and they'll email me a "you're good" paper or whatever, and then
Perfect.
get back to it.
Perfect. How side thought, how has that affected eating? Because if you lose your sense of smell, is food as great?
I didn't actually lose my sense of taste.
No?
No. I mean, it's a little different because obviously your sense of smell has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
But like, I thought I was going to lose my taste, but I didn't.
Okay.
The
Well,
smell thing sucked though because I love candles.
do you like candles around your
I
home?
love candles.
Just hanging out there? That's perfect. What is the scent of choice?
Scent of lavender.
Lavender. Seems like a very healing scent. That's probably why you're getting better so quickly, is you like these lavender candles.
Yeah, I lit one today. I got one burning right now.
That'll be the real sign. You can forget about the FDA letter. It's or the CDC letter. It's all about if you can smell the lavender, you know you're good. You know you're good.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Going back to it though, you've been a singer as long as you can remember, and you've done some pretty big things with it. What, in your memory, was that initial breakout moment in your mind, or a time where you said, "This is potentially a real path for me"? Was there a time in high school, even, or even prior to that?
I would say probably like I always knew I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say, I guess when I was like 13 or 14, I really like made the decision like, hey, like I would like to do this professionally. It'd be amazing. And so that's whenever I'd written songs before that, which obviously they're terrible because I was, 11, 12. But I started writing. I wrote a new song every day for a long time, and went to my first recording studio, and that was dope. And I guess that was really whenever I decided. I auditioned for American Idol the first time when I was 16 in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I sang like 20 seconds, and they were like, "Nah." Cool.
We've had a few people on the show who have performed on American Idol, and it's my understanding that it's a difficult process even to get to the judges. There's multiple rounds.
Yeah.
What was that process like for you?
For American Idol?
Yes. Yes.
Are you asking about the times that I actually made it all the way through?
I mean, spoiler alert. I guess that happens, right?
It would be spoiler alert.
How many times did you audition for American Idol?
I guess four times.
4 times. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So season 13, I was 19. I was in college. I went to Ole Miss, and the bus tour came to Oxford, and so I was one of 11 people out of like 1,700 that auditioned that day that made it through. So like only 11 of us made it through.
Wow.
Then we went to Salt Lake City, met the judges, sang for them, and I made it all the way to top 48 that year. But I was shown on TV twice for a grand total of about 17 seconds. And then
That counts, though. That counts. It does.
I mean, it was proof that I was on it. It was a cool time.
I'm not being sarcastic. That really counts. I mean, national television for 17 seconds is. They say people normally get 15. Nah, I thought it was 15 seconds.
15 minutes.
You have your 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've gotten 15 minutes by now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But then the next year they invited me back. So I made top 48, and I got some phone calls and an email, and they were like, come to New Orleans and audition for us. So for season 14, I went to New Orleans, and they told me no.
After they called you and said, hey, why don't you come?
They told me no.
That's
And so
it's like being invited on a date, like a second date, and they're like, actually, never mind.
Right. It's like, I didn't want to do this. I'm going to leave now.
And so that was which year? That was season
14.
14. And there's another time.
Yeah. So then 3 weeks later, I came to Nashville, sang for the same producers, and they told me yes. And then the next day, my celebrity audition happened, and that's my claim to fame.
What does a celebrity audition mean?
It's whenever you sing for the celebrity judges.
Okay. And who are they?
J-Lo, Keith Urban, and Harry Connick Jr.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Are you kidding? That's
Greatest-
such a lineup of people.
The greatest dancer, the greatest guitar player, and the greatest piano player of our recent
Yeah, just all sitting in one room. Can you help us get inside your head when a moment like that only happens how many times in a person's life, right? Can you help us understand what goes through a person's mind when they go through like that kind of experience?
You freak out.
You
Well, because it's like you got to remind yourself that they're people, you know, because whenever you see people in movies or, you know, in concert or whatever, you like build it up in your head that they're like bigger than life. You know? And so that was probably the hardest thing was like getting in there, and they were all super nice. And you don't expect that either. You know, you figure you see TV shows and movies where the famous guy or girl is like really rude, but no, they were all really genuine, really cool people. And
wow. And how far do you end up ultimately making it?
Top 24. So I was in the top 12 guys, and I got voted on and all that jazz. So
That's an actual broadcast where you compete, correct?
Yeah.
Where they do the top 12 and then they still do the phone-ins and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's a different stage. It's a different stage.
yeah.
But very cool nonetheless. I mean, about 0 people can ever say that they've been through an experience like that. So obviously you're very talented.
Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, that's not just hearsay. Like I've heard you perform here. It's the real deal. Which brings us to the next point of the conversation is, after American Idol, what did you do? Where did your music journey take you?
So I at the end of American Idol, an accident left me mostly deaf in my right ear, and so I couldn't sing in key, which sucked because I had perfect pitch beforehand. So I went back to college, and I finished my degree, and I got a degree in electrical engineering, and then I'd spent that time like relearning how to like hear pitch and be able to sing in key, so it sounded good, you know, and I guess once I finally figured that out and I could listen back to it and hear that it wasn't terrible, I just kind of decided to move to Nashville and do it full time.
That's like an artist losing their hand, really. I mean, having to relearn their talent, or like learning to go from right-handed to left-handed, having to relearn a talent like that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
It's still an interesting experience, but it's better.
Did you have a point where you thought, what am I going to do? Like, this was my everything? And help us understand. I mean, what was that time in your life like?
I was mostly so I always have had multiple plans, but this one kind of wrecked two of them at the same time. So I wanted to be an astronaut, which is why I know. I thought it'd be cool to be like a singing astronaut, but
imagine that Tinder profile, like
fantastic.
American Idol competitor, astronaut, and I don't know, 007, basically.
Just chilling, singing on the space station.
Yeah.
But no, so now I can't fly because of the ear injury. So
yes.
That was kind of a twofer. But that's why I went to school for electrical engineering, and I'm a rare case. I've always liked math, and so and I was good at it, and so that's why I went to college for it, because I knew that I would love music more if I didn't have other people tell me how to do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a difference between like being taught things and getting tips on things, and it is like having a curriculum and being told this is the way and this is the only way, because it's not. There's all kinds of different music and all kinds of different ways to create your sound painting on your canvas of silence.
Which is kind of funny, because math is exactly that. There's a set way, and the formula works, and if it doesn't, you have to go and figure out why it didn't. So it's almost like you're both sides of the brain, which add that to the resume too. How has this relearning experience, you said you moved to Nashville, was coming onto this platform a way to continue that journey despite being quarantined? How does this all come into play?
So I've been on Meet Me since mid to late August.
Okay.
And the reason why was because of Kim Possible, actually.
Yeah.
She invited me to she has a show on Sundays. There she is. And she invited me to do an interview. And so I downloaded the app and I looked at it and checked it out. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, because, you get little GIFs and they do the animations. Yeah. I've fallen in love with the otter, personally.
Yeah.
I just think it's cute. But yeah, so it's been more fun for me to stream here than it has been on like Facebook or Instagram. See? Yeah. Sunny.
It really is a good gift. Yeah.
It's my favorite one. But it like eats the shell. Doesn't even make sense. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I've had a lot more fun streaming on here. I've met a bunch of cool people, and everybody is really nice and cares. I was on stream whenever I got the positive result for COVID.
Oh, that's awful.
Everybody was like, "No, we're so sorry."
Everyone I have news. I have COVID. That's live breaking and investigating.
I had to cancel so many shows.
You're still doing shows?
Yeah. 6 days a week.
Wow.
I mean, not this week, but.
What's the gig life like now? Do you perform as a solo act, acoustic? Are you touring a group?
Yeah, mostly a solo acoustic. I did a lot of full band stuff before, the world shut down. And Nashville's still not fully back. We closed everything at 11, and there's like 50% capacity. Everybody has to be seated at a table. It's not the show party like it was, beforehand.
Yeah.
But it'll come back around. It's just,
Well, I hate to keep you too long, because I know that you're fighting off the end of an illness or coming off of an illness. Are you able to perform, or is that something maybe we should say for another time in your stream?
I'm able to perform. Oh, you want me to perform now?
Maybe. Oh, he says I can perform. Wow.
Hey.
All right. He's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Your American Idol performer, live streaming star, and health warrior fighting through COVID right now. Michael,
Wear your mask. I had no symptoms. I guess I got lucky, or my immune system is insane. But there's a fly in here. But yeah, no, I've been good.
All right. Well, let's take it away, man. The box, the stage is yours.
The box is mine.
The box is yours.
All right, so I'm gonna do a piece of a song I wrote, I guess, in 2017. It's called "Does It." Does it hit you in the middle of your chest? Does it catch you where you can't catch your breath? Does it make you wanna take a long drive into the night to the sunrise? So get me out of your head. Does it make you feel like this? Are you crying yourself to sleep every single night? Are you drowning in cheap pink Moscato wine? Are you walking down? Do you still hear the sound of my heart breaking in your eyes? Until now, where the photo wasn't it? Does it hurt you even just a little bit? Baby, does it?
Wow. Holy smokes. It's so wild because I can't tell you how many times, and I'm sure you've heard people go, I came down with something, I'm feeling a little ill, so here I go. The man's in the box with COVID, and he does something like that, okay? Like, I don't know if excuses could ever be ruled in again, because I'm permanently going to say, I heard a man sing the best I've ever heard someone sing, and he had COVID.
Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
No. Unreal talent. America doesn't know what they're doing, apparently, because I see a winner right there. When the world opens up and gets back to normal, do you see this as being another outlet still that you can help to foster friendships, perform? Where does this now fit kind of in your catalog of outlets to be creative?
I just think I really enjoy it on here.
Yeah.
So I think you can connect with more people through the internet than you can in live venues, because obviously there are limits even when there's no capacity limit to how many people you can fit in one space. But like, I like streaming on here, so I guess so long as I enjoy it and I keep meeting really cool, kind people.
Yeah. Awesome.
Keep doing it.
When do you go live? So number one, if you have not favorited Michael right here in the box, I like the addition of the otter. I just noticed that the otter emoji is there now. I've seen your M before. I hadn't seen the otter yet. I like the otter. So if you have not favorited Michael yet, please do that. When can they catch you once they do that?
So most days when I go live, it's around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon Central Time. So I guess it'd be 4 or 5 Eastern. And occasionally I'll do like late night hangs where I just kind of chill out and talk to the chat. And I mean, those are random, but yeah, I've been trying to go most days 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And I'm not perfect. I'm not an everydayer kind of thing. I get busy. Even stuck at home, I've still been like in phone calls and Zoom meetings and stuff all the time. But
No, yeah, I 100% hear you. Real life does happen sometimes, but you're on a bit of a schedule, which is amazing. So,
Trying.
everyone, if you're interested in seeing more of this awesome talent, please give him a favorite. Is there anything else you'd like to plug? Any projects? Anything else that you'd like to talk about? Before
New songs on SoundCloud every Tuesday. My SoundCloud's Michael Simeon.
You do a new song every week?
Every week.
Wow. That's a work ethic.
Well, I got to the point. So I just came out of a breakup, and I got to a point after the breakup where I just wasn't doing anything, you know? And I was like canceling meetings and canceling recording sessions and all this other stuff. And so I was like, yeah, I got to stop doing that. And so I just gave myself a project where every Tuesday I put out a song. I call it Tuesday or Quarantunes Day.
Quarantunes Day. Yeah. I like it. Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I've had an absolute great time talking with you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, definitely. Drop a favorite. Our third and final guest tonight, Mr. Michael. Thank you so much, sir.
Living my best life.
Yes, sir. We'll catch you next time.
All right.
Everybody, there you have it. I feel like somebody could be watching me. Is you? Could be you. You're watching us? Yes? Hey, thank you so much to our three guests tonight. To Sonny, to Gio, to Michael. Thank you so much to all of you. Special shout out to the gifters tonight. Big shout out to Joe Bro, to VV Nose, and to PDK. Thank you so much for the gifts, everybody. Really, really do appreciate that. Make sure that you favorited all of the participants today, the people who came in and jumped in the box, took the time to be vulnerable, and took the time out of their day. Each person that gets selected to be on here are top quality, as you can see. So make sure that you go and check them out. Cannot recommend it enough. Please tune in next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same deal, new people. It's I don't want to spoil any surprises, but there may be a dynamic duo that has been highly requested on the show finally coming on here. All right? But appreciate it, everybody. You can catch me Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on The Rundown. We might be announcing a new top badge or two. So thanks for tuning into this show, because now you know that there might be a top badge or two being announced. Maybe. I heard. There's a rumor that I can confirm. So make sure you tune into The Rundown every Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to hear about the newest updates on contests. The battle bracket, the new Battle Games tournament, does start tomorrow. Confirm that, please. Top banner, check that out. The new battle bracket. We'll go over some of the results Friday with how some of that's going. Thank you again, everybody. My name's Chris. Please treat each other with respect. Enjoy your live streams. And keep your eyes peeled on that top banner for all the great curated and featured content. I'll talk to you, everybody, next time. See you Friday. Good night.